everyone.
Hi.
Today I have my friend from Bolivia
Hola.
who is here on exchange with Rotary Youth Exchange, the same program I'm going out with to Japan. And
Woohoo!
we're going to talk about,
Exchange.
yes, and some of the questions that you may all have if you are thinking about going on exchange. Alright, so to get it all started, how was your trip to America? Like your airplane flight?
Tiring. Boring. Well, it took a lot of hours because I have a lot of time in between flights, and I was so tired. So I didn't really pay much attention to it. And well, when I got here, I was kind of like sleepy. So when I met my first host mom, it was kind of like weird, like that moment when you're like, this feels so unreal. But yeah, it was actually happening. And then I met my host siblings from my first host family and my Rotarian, Karen, my coordinator, and a bunch of other people. Yeah.
How much luggage did you bring?
I brought 2 suitcases, a backpack, and a purse.
How many host families did you have?
I had 3 host families, and I've had siblings with all of them. It was really different and exciting for me because I'm an only child in Bolivia. So with my first host family, I had 2 younger brothers. One is 13 and the other one is 17. So it was really cool to have brothers, but it wasn't that cool to share bathroom with them. So I wouldn't recommend to have host brothers for your first host family if you're not used to. Then, and I was like my first host family was white. So I like to say I was like the black sheep in my family. It was so different and was like so cool. My second host family, I had a host sister who was 15, and my mom was part Mexican. So that was really cool to have all these different ethnicities around me. And my third host family, I had 2 little host sisters, which one of them is right here. Isabel, she's 7, and Jasmine is 4 years old.
She's inside taking a nap.
She's grounded. My host mom is Vietnamese and my host dad is Mexican, so that's really cool because I can kind of practice my Spanish. So many different accents in Spanish. It's like great. It's like wow.
And speaking of accents and language, did you have any trouble with the language here?
I knew English before coming here, so luckily I didn't get homesick. I was really happy with that. I was food sick, I can say that.
Food sick.
Food sick.
We're all going to get food sick somehow. I mean, well, I've heard some American exchange students who go out of the country. Some of them say they don't miss American food. I think I'm not sure which side I will be on. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you get your parents to agree to let you go on this exchange?
That was tough. I'm an only child, so you can imagine my mom. It took me like a year and a half to convince her. My mom was a Rotarian when I was little, so my club knew her. So that was easier for me to get the application and everything. So once they said yes, I did the application. I took a psychological test to see if I could manage the different situations I could have while I was here, and if I could adapt really easily to new experiences. What else? I had to have good grades too. So it really depends on your country and your club what requirements they ask from you. But yeah, that was basically mine.
Okay. So for you, how much did it cost? Because costs for exchange does vary within countries for a Rotary Youth Exchange.
Yes. For me, it was like $2,000 to pay. That that wasn't really for me. It was for the exchange student who was coming to Bolivia. Because what you do, you pay your whatever you have to pay to your club or anywhere you have to. That money they give to the other exchange student who's coming to your country, because every month you receive money. So,
monthly allowance.
Yes. And so I did that, and then it didn't.
My phone went off. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys heard that.
It didn't include the airfare for me. So that was like $1,000 extra. And if my parents wanted to give me extra money besides your monthly allowance, so that depends on your parents. Yeah, so it was like,
All right. So, would you do this exchange again?
heck yeah. It was great. Yeah, I would do it again. It was hard at the beginning when I went to school because I'm a really outgoing person, so I'm not afraid to talk first or do silly things. So if you're my friend, you know me, or you would just say, oh yeah, Daniela, she's crazy. But the first day of the school was kind of crazy because everyone was new to everyone. So they were kind of shy, my classmates, and I had to change classes every time, which is really different from Bolivia. We just have one class. The students don't move,
And the teachers
the
do.
teachers come. So yeah, and we use uniforms. So that was fun to not wear uniforms.
And it was
here.
a public school, not a private one.
Yes.
Yes.
And I go to a Christian school back home, so that was a lot different too.
Do you have any advice for these exchange students or people who are wanting to be exchange students?
If you're kind of shy or don't talk too much, or you're not the type of person who talks first to make friends, do it. Like,
Do it.
yeah.
See, that's it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do the exchange.
Yeah, whatever you like, whatever person you are, just do it. But you need to have in mind that it will be really different from what you're used to. A lot of people don't really think that deep that they won't see their parents. I know some people will like that. Their friends, all your security that you have around you and that you know from your entire life, your food, your room, whatever you know, you won't have it. It will be new.
It's gonna disappear.
Yeah.
You will be in a different situation, different
Yeah.
setting, and a different set of parents for every 4 to 3 months.
Yeah.
And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be amazing.
If you don't know your host language, you might get homesick. So you kind of need to have like a backup plan to see what you're gonna do if you get homesick, because a lot of people say, "Oh no, I won't," and then you really get really homesick.
See, I won't get. I won't. Oh, look, see, I'm
Okay,
headed
we'll
that path
see,
now.
So yes, my advice would be do a lot of things while you're on exchange. Get into clubs, do sports. I did cross country. I almost died, but it was fun. I got to meet a lot of people, and I made really good friends. Then I was in leadership, so that helped me to know a lot of people. I was in a school where we were almost 4,000 students, so that was like really hard for me to make friends, even though I talk a lot, like to new people and everything. That was really hard. So if you get to choose what type of a school, I will recommend a smaller,
So
because
you can get to know everyone.
yes, and everyone can know you.
I will go over things like this, like as far as size and city size. Don't be upset if you get into a very small city, because that's really going to go your way. You're going to know
Yeah.
so many people. You're going to get to know them and become amazing friends. So don't be upset about that. I will talk about that in my next video. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And sadly, Daniela is leaving this Saturday.
Yeah, so it'll be like what?
11, almost 12 months. Almost 12 months.
I know her
almost a year.
for a long time, almost since the beginning of my exchange,
Yeah.
a little bit later. And she's like my sister, she's like my little big sister. We are like a
You
month
have
and a day
amazing
apart.
friends when you become an exchange student.
Yes, for life. So just get yourself there, don't be shy, and if you make fun of yourself, I would just like make it with a style.
Yes.
So don't be afraid of trying new things, try new foods, try everything you can. Good things.